unconscious, well before she hits the water. Chapter 1. Odessa sips champagne and watches her friends whirling. George has just thrown himself into the pool in his suit, creating a tsunami of water and cheering. Sarah is clutching onto the curtains, wobbling drunk in her Jimmy Choos. Athena and Mia are in the kitchen roaring with laughter, bent over double, holding each other's hands. Odessa recrosses her legs on the cream sofa, and through the opened wall of glass studies the perfectly maintained garden. Kitty's homes are all beautiful. She knows how to create expensive spaces, primarily by throwing a great deal of money and time at them. Kitty was a lawyer, but gave it up when she had her first child. Now parenting and wifing are her full-time jobs. She is a heart-based creature who thrums with the slightly frenetic frequency of the neurotic. Peter stoops down and plants a kiss on Odessa's cheek. "Dessa, look at you. What a wonderful christening, eh? And congratulations on being the godmother. I'm sure you'll do a stellar job, as you do for my Hugo." He has a small shaving cut on his chin. "Speaking of jobs, I hear your magazine now rivals Vogue. I read an article that said you're the most influential new voice in fashion in the UK. Well done, you." He grips her forearm with warm familiarity. "I'll be back to talk to you, but I'm on the hunt for a little Charlie." "Do you mean your son, Peter? Because I think he's with a nanny in the playroom." Peter snorts and jiggles on the spot. He's having a good time. The usual stress in his shoulders has liquefied. "Oh, you're hilarious, Odessa. So deadpan all the time." Laughing, he darts off, all checked shirt and flushed, baby-faced enthusiasm. He gets like this when he takes drugs, which is seldom. Usually he's quite reserved and has a small grey cloud that trails him. Peter is dear to her. They've been friends for years, but for a smart man who has a tendency towards earnestness and self-importance, he can be a bit of a moron. Now, jacked on booze and lit with drugs, he seems uncharacteristically more puppy than Homo sapien. Odessa wonders on a scale of hateful just how poisonous she's being. She looks around the dissembling room, her crew, her squad, all of whom she knows well, and the women. She adores every one of them. She likes the men, but they are all still part boy, not quite grown. Yet somehow these lads got lucky and married up. She wonders if she is becoming jaded, and when her belief in these men started to ebb. Maybe this is what it is to traverse the rocky outcrop into middle age. So here she sits, 37, some would say scintillating with maturity and success. Powerful, financially independent, surrounded by friends, married to a wonderful man. He's an adult, she thinks with relief. And yet, with all these riches, she is so sad she wants to scream and scream and scream. "Darling!" Odessa looks up to see her friend Kitty moving toward her with her baby daughter Livy on her hip. The christening is in her honour. It is apparently of no consequence that both her parents are atheists. Well, agnostic, as that is closer to the soft truth. And yet they stood in a church and folded their child into the arms of a God they don't believe in. Hypocrisy? Tradition? Insurance policy? Or just a culturally sanctioned way to celebrate the birth of their adored baby? "Hello, Kitty, and hello, cheruby Livy." Odessa puts down her champagne and stretches out to take the loosely swaddled infant. She pulls the squirming bundle into herself for a cuddle. Kitty perches on the sofa arm and looks even more harried than usual. "Are you happy? Are you and Livy girl enjoying your party?" Odessa rocks the baby against her silk blouse, careful to keep her mouth clear of her, smelling her newness. This is a supremely good-looking baby. That will make her life paradoxically both easier and harder, but hopefully not less kind, thinks Odessa. She turns again to her friend, who is finishing the last of Odessa's champagne. "Oh, it's so much work. I guess so. Looks like everyone is having a good time." "Yes, it does," Odessa says. And on cue, another round of raucous hollering rises from the pool as someone else dives in. Kitty is short, rail